Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Bills going up against the Cowboys.
Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. Years after Joe Namath and the guarantee, we are underway in Super Bowl 53. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. First down throw for Newton. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch.
Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there, 45 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Cannon. A good pickup there at 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school at one of my offensive line.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Marcus Golden coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Now the fourth-year man from Texas A&M, Christian Michael. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tougher rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And here come the Bills. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Now it's Newton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. Looks to be right around the 40. So the offense has it first and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And Jones has it over the middle. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
First down, it's Newton. The left side completion to Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Yeldon. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. LaShawn McCoy punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
It. Super toe.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Here's Muhammad. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
A second down throw for Prescott. Buying time to his left. Completes it to Jason Witten. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Normally, that's not the down and distance that you call a draw play. You usually want to wait the 2nd or 3rd down with a definite passing situation before that play is dialed up.
But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Shift together here from the D-line. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And they'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bailey able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out come the Bills. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's McCoy. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's caught. Jones. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They give him a gain of 38. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Gets fielded in the end zone. Oh, able to avoid him. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long for Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Newton. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Now Newton on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. The Bills' passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the 1st half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Forced out to his left. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a 1st down.
Now McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bills will extend their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Prescott. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 25 yards out. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've come upon halftime here. I know when I joke about you guys skipping halftime, sometimes you get frustrated, but this is the Super Bowl. You got to watch the halftime show of the Super Bowl. All right, let's get you to the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Second down, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Prescott from the gun on third. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Marcus Golden with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Newton. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. David Irving breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. The Bills on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Prescott from the gun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander Alexander in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just about on his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He finds Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Newton here off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. The shotgun snap for Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep here for Bryant. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 58 yards. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. They're going to try and run. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Bailey now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. This give is to McCoy. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Throw left side complete. It's McCoy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. DeMarcus Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Prescott on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A first down throw for Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, Prescott. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 10 more there and another first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Shift together here from the D-line. Ball spotted at the 4. It's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle. Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it. And that's going to be a tall order against this defense. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one, 28 yards on the ground. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. Newton to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it. Could not hold on through the end of the play. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Newton. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. Completes it to the rookie from North Carolina, Ryan Switzer. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Here's Prescott. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott down. And it is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A give to McCoy. And he's got room. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.